Boom.
fucking going dark.
All right, we're live. Say what's up. Give us the
We're
intro.
live.
We're
What's
live.
up? We're live. We live. We live. What's up, everybody? Quarterback Factory Show QBFS in the house tonight. What are we going to talk about, guys? We'll talk about everything. I know we haven't done a show in a while. We want to do a little draft recap.
You guys want to talk about NBA playoffs?
The NBA playoffs? Not really. Fuck
I'm just
them.
kidding.
Everybody can just lose. I hope they all lose.
Well, we can all. Who heard Daryl Morey say, "Well, I think this team's good." The way he talks is just. I can't believe it anymore.
You really want to go down that road, right?
No. I was gonna wear a Sixers jersey today too.
I'll set my face on fire talking about that, dude.
You're gonna make Brendan set his face on fire on live stream, and we're gonna go viral for that shit just for talking Sixers. Come on, Dan. At least we'll definitely go viral.
Like it just, I don't know.
He said they're confident in running it back, and they said the most arrogant fucking thing I've ever heard somebody say. He's like,
I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here.
Damn, already?
Damn, you taking a shit? No, did you hear what he said? He was like, I know I'm a good GM, and I know I'm going to run it back because this is the first time in my GM career that I'm going to have a spot in the draft lottery.
Stop, man.
Yeah, he's like, this is all new to me. This is the first time I'm going to be in a draft room or a draft lottery because I'm such a good GM.
Man,
you know, he looks like Elliot Shore Parks and
he does.
Chris had a fat baby. That's what he looks like, dude.
Yeah.
He's a fucking winner. Anyway, so the draft happened. Dan and I were there. We were there. Dude, I just realized we were such pieces of shit. We just fucking went and wandered around and drank beer. And just we didn't see shit. We didn't do anything that we usually do. We just wandered around, met random people, just did the most random shit.
Like some entitled.
It's such a fun time.
We walked in with expired MVP passes. We were asking ushers to send us to a party that didn't exist.
Oh my god!
Do you know where this is? You know where this is? And the lady was like, "Oh, let me check. It's not on my, it's not on the card here."
Oh, that poor lady. That poor lady.
And
she's probably so nice.
Their associate came over, and they were looking at it too, huh?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh man, I never heard that."
You guys sound like a bunch of entitled fans that had the 30-second pick because your team won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and we're up in I don't even know where we took 2 Eskimos.
Cheers! Look at my green beer.
Please.
Go Birds!
Official beer sponsor of your Philadelphia Eagles.
Ren, do you want to talk about the thing that said? You might as well just go with it. Some person came up and was like, he looked at
Dan was gonna put his fist through some dude's face.
It was like, didn't you know they expired
Yeah, he was like, he looked at Dan's pass and he was like, "Oh, that was so last year." And Dan's like, wham! You'd be like, "See you next year." Wham! Just when you're gonna wake up. Oh my god, so funny. Yeah, we just went and then we saw, you know how we see random people with random jerseys everywhere? There was a dude there and he had a Golden State Warriors hoodie on. You're at the NFL draft at the link and you have and we were there, we thought it was a little kid, and we're like, "Oh, look at the little kid, look at the child, he's probably he doesn't know." It went up, it was a full grown fucking man.
Yeah, it's
we're
weird,
excuse me, maybe we met that girl, that actress chick, and she was just we were just hanging back. She was like, "Excuse me, how's it feel to be the biggest idiot here right now?" It's just "Oh, you're a full grown man."
It's always
It was
good.
cool, and then
Yeah, you guys don't know how to act when there's like literally no pick. You got to wait all goddamn night.
I know, like we got down there like a little bit later than usual, and like the past 2 years they haven't let us on the field because it's been the monster truck rally that same weekend,
Oh yeah.
and so you couldn't go on the field at all and do stuff. It sucked, dude. So they just stick us up in like this VIP area in a link that I didn't even know existed until last year. It's like a 4-star hotel in there. It's like
Wow.
marble and fucking everywhere, escalators. They got the alien heads from Independence Day hanging from the ceiling when you go down escalators. We took pictures of it, dude. It's insane. It literally is. Jeff Goldblum's there, and Bill Paxton, and
It's probably real aliens too.
it probably is. Dan and I were like, "Here's whoa, there's the heads from the aliens from
Welcome to Earth.
Independence Day, hanging in the Eagles." Yeah. That's so crazy. He knocked him out in one punch through his like giant alien armor and everything.
That was what Dan was about to do to that dude. Was like, "This is last year, you bitch.
But
It's expired."
it was a good time. It was fun. So, look, I think we all know that Sean is the resident. So anyway, we were there. It was fun, and we rolled out early. But I do like so. I know we're not up on the college stuff as much as our resident guy Sean is, who gives us the guy's life story and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do the impression
and
again.
all that other
Do the Sean impression again.
timeline bullshit.
Yeah.
If you take this guy in at least second round, he is the absolute steal of the draft. That's it.
It's so perfect.
It sounded like.
But anyway, no. This the kid we got, this Jahad Campbell.
Oh yeah.
He comes from SEC school. He's Alabama. Like honestly, everybody how he finally listened to the public and started drafting from the SEC, and that's all he's gone to. He's just going back to with Georgia and Alabama, and he's even taken like guys from Texas or guys from Michigan. Like good schools, good guys, like schools that have like good football teams. He's not just like Northwestern State College Community. Like, the fuck? So, yeah. So I'm glad he's doing that. I mean, we got the defensive end, Jahad Campbell. He seems like a huge steal of the draft. They fell that far. Like, he wasn't even on anybody's radar because they didn't think he was going to last until that. And when the Eagles were trying to trade up to number 22 with the Chargers to get him. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Even better that they just stayed where they were and drafted him as they did, because they probably would have gave up a lot more. They gave up a fifth to the Chiefs to move up one.
Yeah.
To make sure they got him.
Did you guys watch the Eagles unscripted episode with all that in there?
Oh, with the War Room? No, I saw it came out, but I didn't watch it yet.
No.
I love that show. Serena is hooked to the show too. Whenever they get a new episode, we're on top of that. Love that show. Love it so much. Just that little bit of an insight into the Eagles and what they do. I'm addicted. Nice. Whatever. I'm a dickhead. I don't care.
You're both.
Yep.
It's all good.
That's right.
But no, we got the linebacker, and they can use him as a defensive end. And then we got this other kid, this safety from
Makuba.
Texas.
Makuba.
Yeah, Makuba Matata.
Yeah. Like Makuba Matata.
Dude, and who is he? The Vanilla.
That's
the Vanilla Gorilla.
The Vanilla Gorilla.
Yeah, Ty. What's his? I forget his last name.
Favorite.
His first name is Ty. His last name I forget, but
Ty Robinson.
Ty Robinson. Yeah, Vanilla Gorilla, bro. That is what a nickname.
Awesome.
What a
and
nickname.
I'm sorry, but he has a black name. Like Ty Robinson.
Oh yeah.
It was like some big white good old boy from the South. Like,
I was absolutely shocked to see his.
Hell y'all doing?
Yeah, when I heard his name, and then I heard his name before I saw him, I was absolutely shocked in that same way. Like, oh, that's not the Ty Robinson I was expecting.
No, we're like, is there a different guy? And there two?
No, he's got some good tape, and Baldy broke down some of his tape too, man. That was pretty dope.
That dude looks like a gallon of milk. Like he's just a big white guy.
Yeah, he's real top heavy too.
With a
Like
red-
he's got
Yeah.
like a big square frame, right? And then his
Yeah.
legs don't look or they don't look like the proportion doesn't look like it matches. You're right. That's hilarious. But dude,
If we ever
I
had, I
like
was
that
thinking,
pick.
He was AI'd.
yeah, I was thinking.
He's
I
got
was trying to
6
think,
fingers.
He
Uh,
Who was the last guy that we had that was a white guy that was a defensive tackle that was like good? I can't.
I mean, Babin. I mean, well, no, he wasn't a tackle. He was an
Babin
end.
an end.
He was an end. Yeah, he was an
Babin
edge.
was an
yeah, he
end.
was the end. Yeah.
And
Yeah, Babin was an end. Connor Barwin was an end.
yeah,
Chris Long was an end.
That's a good question.
yeah, you're right. I mean, Fletcher Cox is like has so much a huge gap of my memory, right? Like it really, in there, you know, him and like anybody that was like next to him, like there really wasn't any white faces, was there?
They did release like I just seen like the 2004 Eagles like
Wait, was it
when they
Wait, was Bo Allen a D tackle?
Oh man, yeah, but you know what? He was rotational guy. But yeah, NFL legend Bo Allen. He was. He was. He was definitely not an edge. Yeah.
No. No, he's another one. He's a gallon of milk.
Bo Allen.
Yeah. I love Bo Allen, man. Why do we totally snubbed Bo Allen, and I feel bad.
He's a cardboard gallon of milk though. And like Ty Robinson's like the big handle white one that you get off, you know.
Dude, I don't know. I'm kind of excited about Ty Robinson. Just, you know, his tape looks pretty vicious. Just having him next to Jalen Carter is making me a little excited. And speaking of Jalen Carter, and back to the first.
I mean, the run.
Go ahead, Brent.
No, I just say. I mean, I think the defensive tackle spot. Everybody's all worried about Milton Williams.
Yeah.
You know, he left. Obviously, he was a big but I mean, you know what? Jalen Carter made Milton Williams that much better because he got double teamed all the time.
Yep.
You know, so. And I'm happy that they shored up Jordan Davis. They picked up the option, so he's here for 2 more years. Like, he's not a bust, but like he's a gigantic fucking man right in the middle of that. You know, and it's just like if you're gonna double team Carter, like Jordan Davis is ginormous. Like he's gonna murder some motherfuckers out there.
I feel like he's shown a lot of improvement too.
He can play, man.
He can play.
I mean, he's known for his run stopping, right? Obviously, that's like the obvious thing. But like, I think he's improved in his other.
He had a sack in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, he's got.
Sack in the Super Bowl.
He has shown progression throughout this season, which is great.
Yeah. So I think that, you know, with obviously Carter, and then you got the rotational guys of Jordan Davis and Morrow Ajomo, and you know this fucking big and Ty Robinson in there. Like, I think that's enough to make up for Milton Williams, who really isn't as good as everybody thinks he is because Jalen Carter made him that much better.
Agreed.
But
agreed.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be okay. And, you know, they'll pick up somebody here and there.
Jalen Carter is going to make Ty Robinson look amazing, and you know, and all those other names look amazing. It's the Jalen Carter effect. And speaking of Jalen Carter, going back to the draft pick, Jahad Campbell, they're saying that that's the Jalen Carter formula. That Howie Roseman is following. You know, get that one that falls, the one that like falls for whatever reason, you know, and.
No, but we've been lucky with a couple of people like Landon Dickerson on his injuries. So it's like kind of like he has like two. Look, from what I heard, two ankle surgeries and a couple of like upper body surgeries. So it's like
shoulder, right? Shoulder.
Yeah, so yeah, it was like a soul. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like, are we gonna bank again on this? Like Landon Dickerson is just like, we banked on that and came out with gold. So I think that's why he slid a little bit.
They got
So
trust in their medical team. They got trust that
yeah,
this
You
is
have to
something that a
because
player
they
can
got a
come
new
back with.
medical team.
yeah.
Yeah, because they got a new medical team because that old medical team, we were getting hurt every other fucking week.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
For that shit, dude, it was just like, yep, well, this
Protein shakes with Chip Kelly.
Yeah,
It's a protein shake.
yeah.
I want peanut
So
butter.
no, it's a good. No, but no, that's a good point. I mean, they have to trust the medical
Yeah,
staff.
he
And
has.
and
He's injury prone, and we we'll see.
yeah, and it's how you do it too. Like we're always like dying for like preseason football in August, and then like they don't play the starters, or they might play like just a handful. And we're like, what the fuck? But then like, knock on wood, like the last 3 years, we've been generally pretty fucking healthy,
Mm-hmm.
considering the sport that we play and compared to some other teams, honestly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever they're doing, keep it up. And I mean, Vic Fangio, I've never seen him so happy before in my life. And he was like in the war room when they drafted Jahad Campbell. He was like, yeah,
Yep.
Howie. He's like, you
Yeah.
little motherfucker.
That's a stark difference from that last clip of what was it a few years ago with who was it where he was like Howie was trying to shake their hand.
And he was just like,
Yeah. It wasn't.
Like, whoa, what the fuck?
What pick was
You know
that?
who
I forget
was?
what pick that was.
Milton Williams.
Was it Milton Williams?
Yes, it was.
No shit. Well, that's why that guy doesn't work for Eagles anymore. The guy who didn't shake Howie's hand.
Gone.
He gone.
He gone.
Gone.
As soon as Milton Williams got paid, that guy got fired.
That's a success story if you ask me. Both Howie and Milton and everybody involved, except for that dude who didn't shake Howie's hand.
Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, I'm excited about everybody else we drafted. I have no fucking idea. I just know the top 3 that we're going with. So,
I feel like from what I've been hearing is like
I'm excited about Makuba.
Pretty good, like kind of.
I was watching Makuba's tape after we drafted him, obviously, and like I was telling you guys in our chat, the dude is violent as hell. He's fucking violent. He hits like a motherfucker. And people are saying he's the CJGJ replacement, and like, but without the I feel like CJGJ's downfall with the business side of things is his unpredictability with his with his mouth or whatever, his attitude. And I think Howie probably see that shit. And it's like, all right, he's expendable for that reason. But you can't deny what he brought to the team. You guys know me. I love CJGJ. You can't deny what he brought to the team. And he brought that fire. He talked that shit and he backed it up.
I still don't agree with getting rid of him. I really don't.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. But my thought is like from the culture standpoint, there's probably that one little knock on his reputation is like, it could be anything. Getting himself ejected from the game, even though that fucking sucked, and we don't blame him for that. But we know that is some sort of liability that has to be sitting in Howie's head. I'm just trying to think logically in that regard. I definitely don't agree with it. It caught me by surprise. So me, I just ordered a CJGJ jersey before he got taken off the team. So I absolutely disagree with it as well.
But was he really that good, though?
Dude, everybody.
He's great, yeah. I mean, what he did for us, but he's been on like 3-4 teams and like.
I do think there's. What'd you say, Brent?
5 different teams in 5 different years.
Yeah.
That says something.
But like the past like 3 years, like those teams.
Eagles, Lions.
Yeah, that is true.
Eagles.
That is true.
No, I think there's.
It went.
But
Saints,
but why?
Eagles.
Yeah.
It went Eagles, Lions, Eagles, Texans.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do think there's an intangible thing with CJGJ. I do think there is. What he brings to the locker room. He fires up his teammates. He is a great teammate. There is that bit of intangible for him, and he talks that shit. He's more annoying than Brandon Graham, and he does play hard. He gets to that ball at times. But anyway,
He
my point
I
was
think he
Makuba.
just
I
wanted
like
money.
Makuba.
All right. Well, we'll see, but it'll be interesting to see if they're gonna have open tryouts for the other safety because you got obviously Reed Blankenship there, and then the other safety is either going to be Sidney Brown or it's going to be Makuba,
Yeah.
or it'll be Justin Simmons, who just wants to come to Philly. He's just like sitting by his phone
Yeah,
waiting to get the phone
yeah.
call.
Yeah, right. I
He's
mean,
just like,
I feel
"Oh,
like
I
if
wanna
he
play."
comes to
Walking
Philly,
in.
that's it. He's gonna get that position. That's a lock.
Well, what I'm thinking is that
He wants to
they go
start.
through
Yeah.
they go through like mini camps or like training camps earlier, something like that, and Vanjo will be like, "All right, Sidney Brown, he's too wild to play, and Makuba's not ready, so we're going to sign Justin Simmons."
Hmm.
That's what I think. I think they're going to see what they got with those two,
That'd
and
be
then
interesting.
if they don't think that they're ready, that they'll sign Justin Simmons. That's what I think they'll do. I mean, because
That's an interesting take. Yeah.
they got time.
Yeah.
You know,
The one. Yeah. Some
and
of the
it's not
things you
like
could.
Justin Simmons really needs to catch up on anything because he played in Fangio's defense for
Yeah.
years, so it's just like he knows
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
gonna pick it right up.
Yeah. And you know what? The draft picks, you can definitely think like they might not be ready. To go. They could be, but it would be okay if they're not 100% ready
We
because I
got
feel like
lucky
the
last
Eagles
year.
have that luxury of being able to bring somebody up, and I think that's one of the best things about this draft is like Jahad Campbell might not be going right away, but they're looking at value down the line. How he's looking at the value down the line, which is nice to have because if you look at some of these other teams drafting, most other teams drafting, they're drafting for a right now type thing. They're drafting for right now, and those teams are like the bottom half teams of the league. You're looking at the Browns. They're looking to change. They're looking for a lottery ticket like right now. So it is.
Yeah,
We are sort of sitting in a nice, luxurious spot. Howie is in general, and hopefully that sticks. Hopefully that nothing takes that down because anything can happen. But I do like Makuba. I feel like Makuba could take if Makuba can't take the starting role from Sidney Brown, then I don't know. I guess maybe he's just not ready or whatever. But I feel like he's got to be able to. I mean, not that I don't like Sidney Brown. I like Sidney Brown, but um,
yeah. I just think they think he's too much of just like a heat-seeking missile out there. Like he just is just
He's
you know
seeking missile.
like he hits big, but when he
he misses big.
misses big, he misses.
Yeah,
You know, so they can they're trying to be he's like a Palomalu type of thing, but Palomalu is obviously on a different level.
yeah.
But I
Um,
think I wouldn't mind bringing in Justin Simmons right now and just have it like that. I mean, you can never have too many special teams players too, and
That would
you
be a
know,
big move if they did that. I would not hate that at all.
yeah,
it's like it's weird because they're all in. Then like if you're bringing, is it all when you bring Justin Simmons in? Like how like what do you want to do this year? Are you gonna lay back? Do we want to win it all? Like again?
You
Like
know
where are we
damn
at?
well they want to go for. They're
That's the
going for it
problem
again.
with this year. Is like what are we gonna do with this? Like what are we gonna do with this year? Bring
it's
Justin
gonna
Simmons
be.
in.
You know
He's
what,
gonna
Dan? It's gonna be it's gonna be really interesting
Yeah,
because
I know.
it's gonna be really interesting because last time we won, I feel like people are like Super Bowl hangover. Like I feel like everybody was just. I feel like everybody was just literally drunk the whole 2018 season. Like everybody was just
Yeah.
continuously drunk, and we were like, "It's Clark gonna fucking win," and we lost. Fuck that, we're just gonna win, and we were just like, we didn't. It was like after the first time he got laid, just didn't know what to do. We were just like, yes. And we just, and then I'm just like, oh, and then you're like, you fucking ugly girl, and it's just like, oh fuck. But that's when that's when Alshon dropped that pass that season. There's like, oh man. But yeah,
Thou
and
shalt
then we
not
came back
talk about that.
came back down to earth. So I think that we know what we're getting ourselves into, at least like as a fan base. And also, this team, they're all together and they're all healthy. Like the biggest thing going into that 2018 season, like there was so much fucking controversy and talk around because Wentz wasn't ready and Foles was in, and Foles went out and he won that first game Thursday night against Atlanta, and then the very next week, week 2, they went down to Tampa Bay and they got fucking dog walked by the Buccaneers, and Deshaun Jackson went for like 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns or some shit, and they were like, "Oh shit, we lost! Hurry, get Wentz back!" And they rushed Wentz back the very next week, and they're raining against the Colts. I remember we were, forget where we were. I think we were down the shore at Irish Weekend, and they won. But like, and then it was like 2 games later, and Wentz wasn't right. I don't need to go on. But anyway, I just feel like everybody wasn't healthy. Everybody wasn't on the same page. We didn't know how to conduct ourselves. Like it's one of those situations where it's just like, all right, you want to be like that other top tier level type of team, like the class, like act like you've been there before, basically. So
You're talking.
like
You're
all
talking
this
about the
offseason,
the quarterback of the ghost of quarterbacks past. What you got to have is
yeah.
that.
So
What you got to have is that Jalen Hurts mentality. Is what you got to have.
and it's just Hurts, man. There's no controversy. There's no quarterback controversy. There's no, coaches like shit. Like Fangio stayed, yeah, and we hired from within with the offensive coordinator. So it's nothing like that.
Dude, we're gonna
Nick's
have
great.
we're gonna have a coordinator
Everybody's
for a
healthy. Everybody's
second year
good.
in a
Everybody's
row.
getting paid. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
that
wild.
is true.
So I feel like, we got young talent, we got new talent, we got young. We're young. We're young as shit. We are
Hmm.
very young. So I feel like again, it's a good question, and the other thing is, dude, everybody's gonna be coming for our head. Everybody. They're
Even the
gonna
first
get,
game,
and they're gonna
definitely.
give us the
Even
first
the
place
first
schedule,
game.
dude, and they're gonna try to rip our hearts out of you. Because when you're on top, there's only one place to go. So unless you're the Patriots, and you win 7 or whatever. But it'll be interesting to see how they conduct themselves and what they're going to do. I
Yeah.
think that this team is, they're obviously not the 2017 Eagles. I think that they have a little bit more together. Like
Hmm.
they're actually, not saying that 2017 wasn't, but I felt like 2017 was just pure destiny. Like
Oh yeah.
it was written in the stars. Like no matter what the fuck happened that year, it was meant for the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Like the craziest shit happened that year. You can't, like all the people we lost to injuries and Carson and some of the ways we won those games and the Super Bowl. Like it was luck. It was just like the stars aligned in a universe. But as far as this team goes, dude, this might have been one of the greatest, not Philadelphia Eagles teams of all time, but one of the greatest like teams of NFL history. Like that was like pure defensive domination
I don't.
with
Yeah, I don't.
with
I
a
don't know how to
running back
explain
with a running back that set a record for most yards in an entire season, not in the regular, but like if you count all the way through the playoffs and in the Super Bowl and everything, like he's the most ever. And you got 2 outstanding all pro, like you can go through the whole fucking team and they're like,
it. Yeah,
it's
but
insane.
it's taken away from certain people. Hashtag Jalen Hurts. It's. Oh, they had this great team. They all played great. But it wasn't even the Super Bowl. I mean, granted, Jalen Carter. Thank you so much for that in the Rams game. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness!
That changed,
But
that
we
saved the season.
destroyed the Commanders. We destroyed the Commanders. It wasn't like it's. I feel like it's taken away from some people that we've just destroyed those last 2 teams, and it's just like,
That's
you had a
why
great.
that's the beauty of having Jalen Hurts as our front and center guy. Yeah, these things might be taken away from him, but you think that bothers him? I think it motivates him.
Not one bit.
We know it motivates him.
Dude, I think he's the Ice Man, dude. He's ice cold, like
Oh yeah.
he's ice veins, dude. Like It's like fuck it. Like I've never seen him on the. Everybody like you want to be emotional, whatever, but like the dude is just like he's a son of a coach. Like it shows. Keep your cool, keep your calm, stay focused. Keep the main thing, and that's winning.
Love that quote.
Listen, if we,
And it's winning, man.
I'm
And
not gonna
he
say we're
can't.
gonna do it, but if we, is it true? Like, is it true if say we, hypothetically,
Nice.
if we might, who knows? We make it back this year. What they might be running into a dynasty.
They
Let's
don't
let's
look
rewind a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit. I don't want to talk about that really. I really don't. But I love that. I do want to talk. I do want to see that happen. But I just want to rewind a little bit to something you said earlier, Dan, about, or was it Brent? One of you guys said it. You said this is the. I think it was you, Dan. It could have been both of you. It could have been all of us. It could have been in my head. But when this is one of the not the best, not only the best Eagles team in Eagles history, but this is the best team in NFL history that we have all witnessed. When you think of all the great NFL teams of Super Bowl past, all the dominant teams, what teams do you think of? You think of those Ravens teams, the Ravens teams in the 2000, right? You think of other dominant teams, and now we're saying this team is probably one of the best teams that the NFL has seen, the most dominant from top to bottom in every position, and I agree with that. When are we going to hear the rest of the people talking about that? Like I feel like when we start retrospectively looking back at Super Bowls and talking about the greatest ones of the Super Bowl past. When do we see that on like an NFL film special, like the greatest?
When?
Good point, man.
Or like an ESPN special or something like, oh yeah, like undeniable the best team in NFL history.
You actually are because they followed the Chiefs around and did an entire documentary about the pursuit of the three-peat in this entire documentary. And at the end, they get fucking mollywopped in New Orleans by the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. It's pretty awesome. It's just like, oh, Patrick, I don't lose, and no, I'm serious. They did an entire documentary, and they're actually releasing it because they're like, we fucking paid money for this shit, like to get this fucking done. So they're putting it out. It's all about this dynasty and to be the first to ever three-peat and all that bullshit.
It was everywhere.
Don't get it twisted. We're doing it. We're doing it next year.
I remember seeing that.
First time in history.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah. So and then you lost. Yeah. But it's going to be, it has to be, because, and I'm going to post something very soon. I've been meaning to do it, and it's something that's been pissing me off, and it's about the fucking Cowboys, and I hate to fucking bring them up because I hate them so much, but
Dallas sucks. It's in our description, so we can talk about them.
Yeah, do we have any comments or anybody watching?
Zero.
Nice.
Damn. Because we haven't been on for so long, so we can just be ourselves.
Yeah, but, people come for Sean, Pretty Boy Sean.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah, it's good.
He's got the younger millennial crowd, or whatever, the Gen Z, whatever he is. He's got that younger crowd. We're all old millennials.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
I called Dan an old millennial, and he's got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Exactly. My cat's
flaring up there, buddy.
What do you say, Brent?
We can hear you, Dan. He's blowing his nose.
No,
it's not me.
Hear you.
That's Serena upstairs.
Oh my goodness, it's not me.
Serena has allergies. She's been blowing her nose a lot.
So do I, dude. They blow. Like literally, they fucking blow. But anyway, so moving on from the draft, Dan, you can hear, so you can chime in. So Dallas Goedert's coming back, which I personally am ecstatic about.
Back like he never left.
Back like he never left. Right back like a left some. But I love it, dude. I didn't want to get rid of him. I know the money thing and the age and all that other bullshit, and they were trying to trade him. They were. And I think they weren't going to get the value that they wanted, and I think that he wasn't going to get the money that he wanted somewhere else. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'll stay with a contender. I'll, take a pay cut." He restructured his contract, but after this year, he might be gone. So, but I feel like what Sean said the other day. It's like, okay, he's going to play this year. He's going to play out his contract, and then he'll go get his payday next year from somebody else. And then next year in the draft, we can concentrate on like, all right, we need a fucking tight end. Who's the best tight end in here? Because Grant Calcaterra, he's good, man, but I feel like Goddard's such a big dude, and he's such a big part of that offense.
Yeah.
Like, not only in
Calcaterra is not on Goddard level, yeah.
No, I mean, Calcaterra can block, but he can't catch for shit. Like, dude, I was watching Goddard. There was what was on the other day, like randomly, like NFL Network. I put it on, and it was the Eagles and the was it the Rams? No, it was it was the Super Bowl, and Hurts just put this pass out there, dude, and he came off of this dude, and he was just like one hand grabbed it, tipped it, grabbed it, brought it back, and like went down. I'm like, that's why you fucking need that dude, because he can come and pick up a blitz, rock somebody, and then go run a route. And dude, I mean, that touchdown he had in the playoffs against the Packers, where he stiff armed that dude like three times.
Yeah. Get off me! Get off me again!
And then went right into the end zone. Like, you need that.
I think he went out of bounds on that play. Though. I don't think he made it at the end zone. I think he went out of bounds at the one or something.
It was a touchdown.
Was it?
It was a touchdown. I was there.
He has so many highlights, man. That could be confusing a lot. Dude, Goddard is a highlight reel, dude. He's got so many awesome fucking highlights.
I'm happy about
absolutely,
it. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'm happy about it.
The Eagles' offense is better when Goddard is on the field. That's point blank. That is a fact. When he's on the field, the offense is a heck of a lot better.
Yep, all around. So I'm happy about that for sure. Dallas Goedert coming back, even though he's named after Dallas because his family's Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, you know what? His dad's probably like, fuck, and good.
And he was drafted when the draft was Dallas.
In Dallas, yeah, that's amazing.
Wow.
And he has more Super Bowl.
And then he went and won a Super Bowl. But anyway, getting back to the Dallas Cowboys shit.
Yeah,
that I was going to
good segue.
All I've been hearing about is all the Dallas Cowboys fans. It hurts. He's not that good. He's just fucking average, and they had generational talent on that team. The team was historically good from offense to defense. I could have been back there playing quarterback. If that was Dak Prescott, they would have went undefeated, and I could have played quarterback, or you could have put, Dan Orlovsky back there. He would have fucking won. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, really? Because I found a post from 2021 Dallas Cowboys where it literally says historical team, where it was like Dak was over 4,000 yards passing, Zeke was over 1,600 yards, and then it was like CeeDee Lamb was over 1,000. Somebody else was over 1,000 yards passing. It might have been, I don't know if it was Cooks, and then somebody else too. And it was just like, I was like, okay, this literally says historical team. You guys made history. And then right underneath it, it said that they made another historical stat where they had literally like 15 fucking guys in the Pro Bowl. So you had 15 guys in the fucking Pro Bowl. And then you had a statistic line that was literally said, first time in NFL history, historical, and there were astronomical numbers. And you still fucking choked and you lost in the fucking first round.
That's why they're all in the Pro Bowl.
How good Dak is against the NFC East, right?
I can't fucking stand it, dude. Cowboy Chris, I love you, dude. I love you. You're my bro, and we have great conversations. But my God, just stop coming for him, dude. Because you ain't done shit. You ain't done shit in 30 fucking years. All you fucking want to spit out is like, side by side comparison here. Well, we have a CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and automatically we're gonna win
And
the
it's
fucking Super Bowl
fine.
next year.
All
Trust
fine.
my
At
speech.
the end of the day, it's all fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your
But
side by
but
side stats and your side by side comparisons and your percentages and your fucking pie charts and your graphs and
and
your
no one
Nasdaq
asked
stocks,
Jalen
Dow
to
Jones.
throw
The
a
Dow Jones is
billion.
down, so Dak is up. Like nobody gives a fuck.
You know what?
It doesn't mean anything. You play to win the game. It's the Hall of Fame. It's not the Hall of Statistic. It's not the Hall of fucking
But
analytics
the team.
and pie and
But the
graphs that
team.
just squiggly go up.
It's the team. He had this, but
You
who
win.
Dak had every year? I know we can go this over and over.
Jerry Jones is undefeated at a Hojo.
What?
Jerry Jones is undefeated at Hojo's.
Oh yes, he is. I'm trying to circumcise a mosquito. But I fucking hate it, dude, and I hate that they make these
I
comparisons.
don't care if they're. I don't care if Dak beat the whole NFC East, his whole career. What is that going to do further in the future? I don't know. I don't care. Like, who cares?
Nothing.
I'm glad you have a great record against the NFC East. I'm so glad.
Yeah, because in the time that you've been in the league and you've had these outstanding statistics against the NFC East,
Yeah.
and you've had these outstanding.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Dallas
That's
sucks.
why I posted that thing not too long ago. It was like whole thing. It was like 78-1 against the NFC East or some shit, and I was like, congratulations on your participation trophy.
Yeah.
Like we'll stick to the ones that really count. They're called the Lombardis.
Which we can still talk about until next year when we win our third.
What's Dallas's record against Green Bay in the playoffs? In the first round or second round or whatever. It's usually second round, right? Because usually when Dallas makes the playoffs, it's usually when they win the division, they get a bye week, and that's back when second seeds had bye weeks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, right.
That's god awful.
If you want me to carry stuff up, you can leave it down here.
I'll carry it up. It's okay, honey. I love you.
What?
Huh?
It's you, not us. So what's the next topic? What's the?
So we kind of already
touched
on it.
We didn't talk about the schedule.
Oh, the schedule.
Yeah. Who do you want to play? Yeah, who do you want to play week 1?
Let me open up the schedule because I don't have it in my head.
Well, we don't have the schedule yet. It comes out this week.
But we have our opponents. We have our opponents, right? Let me
opponents.
open up the opponents that we're gonna play. Eagles 2025 opponents.
I want to face Dallas. You know what? I want to face Dallas.
Because
of that.
Dan's fired up. Dan's fired up.
I
Well,
get it, man.
Don't we play the Chiefs week 1 or no? Is that just the preseason when they play the Chiefs and the?
We there's a chance we could. There's not absolutely a chance.
They ain't playing the Chiefs. The NFL ain't gonna allow that.
That's a preseason. Like the first preseason game on a Thursday is the Super Bowl usually. No, is the Super Bowl rematch usually or no? Is that not a thing?
They back in the day they would have either the rematch of. They always have some type of rematch of a crucial game.
And another thing NFL went away from, like the Thursday night game was like a rematch, kind of like a good rematch. Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
You think we're getting?
I think that.
What do we think we're doing week 1? Home or away?
It's home. It's home.
It's always home.
So we're home.
We're champs, baby.
I definitely like Dallas week 1. I
You
don't
want
want to
to play
play. I don't want to play Broncos week 1 because we're supposed to go to that game, and a couple of our followers are going to be at that game who live out in Colorado. Uh,
Really?
Man, it's been so long since we went live. I forget everybody's names.
It's not what we want; it's what the NFL wants.
No, it's what we
What the
want right now. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about what we
No,
want.
but give your two opinions. Who do you think they're gonna play? Like, who do you think the NFL is gonna be like? Yep, you're playing them, and then who would you personally like to see? Just hypothetically.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to look at the schedule. Excuse me.
Um,
Where's that beeping coming from? Is that you guys or me?
it's a
That's
stupid robot vacuum that got kicked, and now it's so mad that it got kicked it beeps at you.
I was like, what the fuck?
We're
I
we're
will
there's
kill
housework
you.
being done right now. Robots, don't kick a robot because they will beep at you, and in the future it'll be
It's
worse.
not a robot, bro.
Right now they're beeping at you,
I
but in the future,
will
Skynet.
eat your toes.
I don't know. I say I want to see Cowboys week 1. Let's just demolish them in week 1. I'm with Dan. And but what do I think's gonna happen? I don't know. Maybe the Bears, probably something
I
like that.
think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be Washington.
That's interesting. Yeah,
I would love to see Dallas. Like, yeah, I'm
I
assuming
feel like
Dallas.
I feel like we'd
But
never
they're
open
not
up with a
even
division game.
divisional.
I don't think we ever
They've
open
never
up with a
done-
division game.
I mean, we can probably look it up.
The
But
last time I remember opening up a division,
yeah, that's good.
fucking pickle
It never
juice game.
happens.
Oh wow,
Pickle juice
that's
game.
old school.
2000
Yeah,
opening week at Dallas. That was
isn't
the
it
first game
weird
of the year.
saying the year 2000 is old school?
25 years ago.
God damn it.
Fuck yeah.
The only other thing I think of is Detroit and the Bill. Like, no, we can't pay the Bills, right?
I personally I think it's the Rams. I
The
think
the
it's
Lions are.
Rams.
We play the Lions at home.
Rams. Can we play the
I think
Rams
it's
at home?
I think it's the Rams. I think it's gonna come down to,
I like it.
they got Devontae Adams now, and Cooper Cup's gone.
Yeah,
It's
stop
Devontae
it.
Adams cooking the
Dude,
Kua show,
Adams.
and they're gonna
Dude
they
gave up
want
on
to
them.
come there because they said they were a play away from making it to the NFC Championship game. And Matt Stafford, the
like
wily 37-year-old veteran against the defending Super Bowl champ.
Okay,
Like,
so they're
I
gonna
think it's the
win.
Rams.
They're gonna win week 1. Eagles gonna start 0-1, and then we're gonna meet them in the playoffs again and just whoop on them on our way to the Super Bowl.
I think it's the Rams because when we won in 2017, opening night that Thursday was against the Falcons, which you remember that was divisional. That was close too. That came down to the last fucking play.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
I think we're at the game.
That's why I think they'll do the same thing and they'll do divisional against the Rams again, where it came down to like literally the last play. We thought we had it up and then didn't, and then Jalen Carter, thank you Lord, came through.
Yeah.
With the stack.
I said that today.
I think it's the Rams, dude. I think it's the Rams.
It's a good call. Yeah, I don't think it could be divisional, but I don't think so. I like the Rams.
I think they're gonna save the Lions, the Chiefs, and Washington for prime time. I think at least, and they always play Dallas They always play Dallas on a Sunday night. They'll play the
Yeah.
Chiefs like on a Monday night, and they'll play the Lions on like a Sunday 4:30 Fox game of the week type shit, and then Washington they'll play on Sunday Night Football too. Who knows? I mean, if Dallas is like, they might not, because it's always been like Eagles Dallas for the last 20 years, because the Giants and the Washington have been like so like on and off, and Washington's just been off. So they might just replace Washington with the Sunday Night Football with Washington and Philly. instead of Philly Dallas. Oh, I heard an interesting stat today that I never knew. It's actually pretty wild. So Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants, right? 2007 and 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Other, that's the only those 2 years that he won the Super Bowl is the only 2 years that he ever won playoff games in his career as a Giant. So all the other years he played for the Giants, he never won a playoff game. The only time he ever won a playoff game was when he went to the Super Bowl and won.
Yeah, that
Isn't that
tracks. I,
fucking
I kind
wild?
of remember it like that. That is pretty
It's
funny.
like
It's
I was
wild to
like I
think
was
about it.
like
They just had
Maybe
like they had a couple. They had a pair of magical seasons in between some shitty seasons.
and they were beating like teams like with Aaron Rodgers too. What's the green drink?
Oh, it's a.
Kale?
I sent you guys a picture of
it's
it.
fucking St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, it must be a leftover St. Patty's Day beer. I didn't really know. It's a human robot beer. It's a. You can see human robot here.
Oh
It's
my
it's
goodness.
called Dust and Stone Party Pills. So I was like, all right, a party pills made by human robot. I'll try it, and I poured it into my cup, and it's fucking green, but it doesn't taste the way it looks. It actually is really delicious. It's a really tasty hoppy pilsner. Like it
Because it's
tastes.
human robot, man.
Yeah, it's human robot. What happened to your arm?
I don't know.
It looks like a robot gripped your freaking forearm.
My sleep. Oh,
Listen, human, I am a robot. Yeah, but it's green as shit, and I figured, hey, yeah, that's cool. It's green. Let's go, go
yeah,
birds.
I know.
What's the flight of the
Alright.
Concords? I am a.
Yeah, the distant future, the distant future. It is the year 2000. We are robots.
I love that show, man.
The humans are dead. The humans are dead. The humans are dead. The humans are dead. If you haven't heard that song, go listen to that song. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
I have
love
no
the
idea what the fuck
voice.
you're talking
Flight of the Conchords. Fantastic show.
about.
Yes.
Musical
Gotcha.
comedy.
Gotcha. So yeah, I go Rams. You guys want Dallas? That's
I mean, yeah.
Not that I want. I don't want.
I think it would be
Dallas.
cool. I think it would be cool to start off with Dallas. I think that would be pretty cool.
They're not gonna do it, but I think what what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
What's the NFL and everybody in the United States and the world wants?
We're not playing any games out of country this year, right? I think Jeffrey Lurie's blocking that shit. He's like, nah.
no.
No.
I think it's gonna be boring old Bears. I think we're gonna play the Bears week 1. I don't know why.
That's a
No,
possibility.
Absolutely not.
I just think it's gonna be something. The NFL finds ways to make it not as interesting as we think it should be. You know, like the NFL finds ways to be like, yeah,
They're gonna
it's gonna be Bears, Eagles, Bears. Everybody loves Eagles, Bears.
Caleb Williams with his painted nails and his bedazzled phone. Hi.
The Bears took a.
And it's week 1, so I think they want to save all the like juicy ones for not week 1.
Yeah, but we're gonna be the game. Like we're opening the NFL season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Detroit or Washington, I think.
I could see it.
Detroit or
No,
Washington.
I'll
I like the Rams though. The Rams.
fucking
Yes.
money. I almost put
yeah.
money on it that it's the Rams.
I would say not
the way that
Washington
game-
because
it
I
was
feel
just
like
the-
Washington's the
the
Cinderella
drama.
and NFL loves Washington. They're not going to put them on us on week
The
1.
Yeah.
drama behind the Rams game, because it started nice, then it went to a snowball, and then Saquon ran into the snow, and we were like, "Yep, we're on our way." And then they came down, and they literally almost won, and it was.
I could see
came
it.
down to the last play. That's
Dude, I could see the Rams beating us week 1 too, and that
everybody
being
loves
their
LA.
Super Bowl. You know?
Everyone's gonna want to beat us. the whole season.
Oh yeah, we got the target, which is great. I feel like this team is ready. Give me a beer, Brent.
Beer me up, Bren.
Beer me.
I don't got anything fancy. Just
Okay, I don't need
taste
fancy.
Philly.
I don't need fancy to drink beer. If I'm at your house, I'm gonna drink whatever beer's in
Oh,
your
the
goddamn
Knicks
fridge.
lost. The Knicks lost.
Fuck the Knicks, and also fuck the Celtics.
What's the score?
115 to 93. Whoop that ass, dude.
Yo, you know what we haven't talked about today? The Phillies. I know nobody cares about the Phillies right now because it's still so early, but
Did we win?
yeah. God damn it! I'm mad that they didn't who fucked up the shutout. We almost shut them out today after they shut us out yesterday. The fucking Cleveland Indian Guardians or whatever the fuck they're called nowadays. Goddamn Major League fucking whatever. They fucking shut us out yesterday, but we come around and shut them out today. I think Bryce hit a missile, and we almost shut them out today. Somehow we were winning like 6-0 the whole game, and I think they snuck one run in at the end or something like that. Who fucked that up? I'm pissed that we don't have the goose egg, that we didn't get that goose egg
I didn't see it. No.
to fall back. I'm fucking pissed that we didn't shut them back out. Nah, but
I'm on double dad duty. Jess is in South Carolina for Mother's Day weekend with her family.
And also it's May baseball, so nobody gives a fuck about May baseball yet.
Yeah.
It's not even Schwarber June yet.
Yeah. Schwarber.
Yo, Wawa didn't release their Swarber hoagies, so we're good.
Okay, yeah. We gotta wait. And Schwarber has been fucking. I hope he keeps it up.
Yeah.
He's been hot.
Yeah,
I've been drinking my Schwarber beers today.
Been killing it.
And another surprising person that I'm starting to like is fucking Turner. So thank goodness he's starting to play good. So his defense ain't that good.
I'm very lightly following the field. I haven't watched any games, but I'm just following what's happening, and goddamn, they're trying to suck me in, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna do it to me. No, you're not gonna do it to me.
Almost had me.
Because they get, it's baseball streaky. They go down a little bit, and then they go, and when they go up, it's like, ooh, no, not yet. It's only May. Stop it. It's only May. But I'm getting a little bit anxious for like that. Once we get past the mid-season, I want to see how they're doing, and I'm a little hopeful, but I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much. Once preseason comes around, August, I'm gonna be mostly not giving a shit about baseball. Other than
you're a baseball fan. You don't care about the Eagles anymore. You're a baseball fan.
Fuck you.
Wait. So,
I mean, look, the two best teams in the city right now is the Eagles and Phillies, right? That's all we really got going for us right now.
Yeah. So I was gonna. It's funny you say that. It's a great segue right now because Monday or Tuesday is the NBA draft lottery. Not to go back to old Daryl, but I just want to say, I just wanted to say one thing, and that is that the last time we got the from the lottery, not trade. Last time we got the number 1 overall pick was 2016, and that's when we drafted Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, we got the fucking number 1 overall pick in May, and then we all went down to Memorial Day weekend, and we were drinking shots at 7:00 in the morning, and that's where we originated the Ben
fucking Simmons. Ben fucking Simmons. I remember doing. We did that a whole ton. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, how he has let us down.
Dude. Wow, I'm sorry. I was so fucking.
Don't be sorry for that. That was a great experience. I'm glad we done that. We were excited. It's not your fault that Ben Simmons let us the fuck down. It's not your fault. It's not Dan's fault. It's not my fault. It's not the Shore's fault. It's not all the fucking fireballs we did or the Miller Lights we drank or the highlights we drank. It's Ben Simmons' fault. Fuck that guy. He let us down.
Millions.
We were absolutely behind him.
crazy.
100%. We were behind him. We had all the hopes and dreams anyone could possibly have for that guy, and he just
Exactly.
he let
We were
he let it
100%
falter. He let
on
it falter at his feet.
here wants to play really hard, and we will support you. And
His
that's
contract's
what
up.
we're doing.
His contract's up with the Clippers, so he's a free agent.
No, it's done, man.
No. He would not come back here. He might just honestly, the dude doesn't want to play basketball.
Oh
He
yeah,
might just
his heart
retire.
is not in the game. I mean, there's no way anybody in Philadelphia could be a fan of that guy after watching him play his career, that what he's done so far, because you all know what type of players we like. Even if you're not the best player in the world, we want players out there busting their ass. You know, we want to see players that love the fucking game, and and put their heart and soul in it. You know, one way or another. Whether you're the absolute best at it or whether you're the absolute worst at it, we appreciate
Who's
that.
that
And
dude?
Ben Simmons is
Who's
all the talent in the world and just like doesn't give a shit about
do you
what he's
guys
doing.
like perfect example? Do you guys remember that guy that was here for the playoffs? I'm gonna say it was 2018. He wore like number 00. He had a headband. He was like an older player, but like he was like busting James Harden's ass in the fucking playoffs when he played for I forget who the fuck it was. Corey Brewer. That's who it was.
Name
Do
sounds
you guys remember
familiar.
Corey Brewer? He was just like a scrappy Dennis Rodman type of dude, and he was just cracking down on defense, and he was just diving for balls, going biting people's fucking ankles. He was just taking fouls, taking charges, and we fucking ate him up, dude. His name was Corey Brewer. He was just a veteran player, and he came in, and he was just grimy,
Name
and
sounds
he was
familiar.
just
I
he was just
barely remember, but
oh,
sounds like I love
dude,
the guy.
Stories
look him up,
sound
dude.
familiar.
And he just busted James Harden's ass this one game, and then he became like a Philly legend. Like that dude was just a blip on the radar, but that was fucking 8 years ago, and I still remember who that dude is,
Yeah,
and like that he gave that much effort. But I can't remember a game where
I
Ben
I
Simmons
Google. I
like
remember his
gave a hundred
face. I
percent.
do remember his face.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's older veteran, black dude, always wore a headband. I think he was like 00 or some shit. And he was just some random dude we picked up, and he was just like busting people's ass on defense. Like he didn't have much offense, but like he would just fuck you up on defense. Like just that dude, like didn't have the skill, but he just would come up and fuck you up.
Love it.
Those are the most dangerous types of guys.
Yeah.
And I would hated fucking playing against those type of guys.
Yeah, we love our six man in Philly, man. You know, we love that dude who comes off the bench and is scrappy and can
We
ball.
pride our. I think it's safe to say like we pride ourselves on being the underdog
Yeah,
and being the down and out. Like we're built on Rocky. You
yeah.
know, America was built here. It was
Yeah,
America
we were
versus 8,000
literally,
people in Europe, and we won. So
yeah,
nobody
they were
counted us.
like, everyone was like, Chiefs, 27, 24, Chiefs, 28, 23, Chiefs, 31, 28. Like, if you rewatch like some of all the predictions, it was all Chiefs. Chiefs,
And people were eating their fucking words that Monday, dude.
Chiefs.
I couldn't wait. I was sitting there like that
Mahomes
meme,
is
like
going to do
sitting
it
back with my
again.
popcorn, like.
Now I know we're saying this now because we just demolished them, but it's, man, when I seen some reel where it was just like everyone just chose the Chiefs. I get it. It was the right time to do it. You have to.
If you ever want to watch something entertaining, go on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, something, and just look up reels of Eagles fans haters watching the Super Bowl, like live streaming it. There's dudes on there that are Giants fans, that are Commanders fans, that are Cowboys fans, that are Chiefs fans, that are just general haters of the Philadelphia Eagles, and they live stream watch the fucking Eagles whoop the shit out of them, and the humbleness that goes on in that fucking video. I literally drive around at work and I listen to it because I like to bathe myself in other people's tears like that while I work. It's just maddening. I don't give a shit. I just like there's these guys like, oh fuck the Eagles, bro. Like he's a Giants fan, and then it just like they're like the whole like earlier, yeah, fuck the Eagles, oh nice fucking interception. And then they're like, bruh. And they just completely break down mentally and physically until they're crying and sleeping in their own pile of piss and
I think it's a
tears.
good point to what Blanco said earlier. Like, I don't think we're getting enough credit for this Super Bowl.
I think we will in
It feels
time.
like
I think we will in time. I think it's going to take time
It's
though.
it,
It's going to
I
take
just
more
feel
and
like
more
I think so
retrospectives.
too.
like I feel like we just destroyed the earth. We blew the earth up.
Dude, it was scorched earth, motherfucker. I told you, dude, when I was there, by fucking when they came out in the third quarter and the Chiefs went 3-and-out, right there, it was just like done. It was just like all of a sudden I said all the Chiefs fans, they were like, all right, we're gonna come out, we're gonna put one on the board, we're gonna strike, the Patriots came back 23, it's 24-0. We got this. And they came out and they went fucking 3-and-out. And every Chiefs fan in that stadium turned into a fucking cardboard cutout from 2020, dude. They were just like, they didn't fucking move. They didn't blink. They didn't know what to do because they knew like Andy Reid of all people, one of the greatest, probably top two, top three NFL coaches of all time, went into halftime for fucking 3 hours because that's how long the halftime is, and then came out 3 hours for a game plan, and came out and they went 3-and-out.
Yeah. And that's unlike Andy
Yeah,
Reid too.
like
That's
right from
unlike
there, dude,
Andy.
you
You
just
know he
fucking
comes
you
out.
had an entire halftime show of Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Samuel L. Jackson, and Serena Williams dancing, and you came up with nothing. Right from there, even did
Was
that
that
ever
after?
did
What
I
is
ever
that?
end
Was
up?
that after some Eagles fan went viral for screaming at Chiefs fans in the upper deck and
I
just
believe that was the first quarter. Might have been
Oh
a
no,
little bit of a
that was the
bogus
AJ pass,
play.
right?
yeah,
Might
no,
have
that
been
was
a
like
little bit of
first
a
quarter. Yeah,
bogus
They,
play.
that was so early in the game.
too.
That's literally the only time any Eagles fan was mad throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, it was.
That's literally the only moment where all of us at the same time were fucking pissed.
It's true.
And Brad embodied us all in a viral video. He
It was
represented
so
all of
funny.
us,
Like,
and we all. When any Eagles fan watches that video, they automatically know what play it is, even though there's no association to the play in that video. It's just an Eagles fan at the Super Bowl. They know what game it is, but like there's no way they can know what play it is other than if you're an Eagles fan, yeah, I know when he was mad. There's only one moment when he could have possibly been mad. That whole game.
yelling moment. That's it. I wasn't like yelling at, you know, the national anthem.
That poor girl, man. That poor girl.
I
She
scared
seems
the
so
shit
sweet.
out of her, dude.
Nah, she was
All
using
of a
that.
sudden,
She was using
all
that
of a sudden, dude.
to get some views. That was awesome. That was a fun moment.
Dude, all of a sudden I'm looking like over her shoulder and like everything, and Jess's cousin's there, Riley, and she was like, "You know that lady's got 1 million followers on Instagram?" I was like, "What?" She was like,
Nice.
"She's posting all of our." And that day I didn't know, like her story, her entire story was us reacting to the game. It was
Nice.
hilarious. But she put that up, and it was funny now. Like at then, dude, I swear, right hand to God, dude. When I stood up and screamed like that,
Oh, I know.
and then I sat down, I was going to pass out from all the alcohol I drank the night before,
Yeah.
and I still wasn't over it, and I was trying to come back from it, and I still wasn't all the way there, and my adrenaline was through the roof. And when I sit and I screamed, and you see me sit down, it was because all of a sudden everything went,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna pass it out. And I sat down. And then when I get up and say, yes, motherfucker, dude, look under on my face. I'm just bright red because, like, my fucking blood pressure was through the roof. I was going to fucking pass out.
I'm glad you came
And I
back.
sat back down. But, dude, I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, here we go. I'm going to pass out at the fucking Super Bowl. And then I'm going to be taken out. I'm not going to say it. But
Thank God
yeah,
that didn't happen.
It was wild, dude.
Thank God this didn't happen.
She was funny though, man. It was good.
Yeah, that was good. I like her reaction. She just like it was funny. I give her credit. It was good.
I inboxed her. I was like, hey, I
I know.
inboxed her like that Monday night. I think when I got back Monday night, I was like, hey, I'm the dude from the video. She never responded.
Yeah.
I think she doesn't like receive messages or some shit. But
Yeah,
apparently she's like a huge fucking deal in Chicago and all this.
Yeah.
I thought she was a hooker.
Probably was.
Cool. That's cool, man.
That's cool.
That's cool, man.
If that's what she is, that's cool, man. No judging. No judgment.
No, gotta pay bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Jeez.
I don't know why, but I don't know why. But sometimes we talk Sixers and sometimes we talk basketball. And I was thinking about, we were thinking about players we liked in recent memory. And I thought about Dwight Howard, because I liked when Dwight Howard played on the Sixers. I really liked his time, his 1 year stint he did on the Sixers. I thought he was awesome. I was like, what? I was like, I remember he won a dunk contest many, many years ago. What year was that? It was like, I was a fucking kid when that happened. And this dude.
Oh, dude, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, 2008. Dude, yeah, he did the Superman. Yeah, he did the Superman, yeah.
Man.
Isn't that when he beat Iguodala? Or no, Iguodala was earlier than that.
Nate Robinson.
That was like
Nate Robinson, that was 06.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, Iguodala got snubbed for the dunk contest winner. We all remember that.
Being down the shore watching that shit, I'm like,
yeah, Iguodala dunked it from behind the backboard. Come on, man.
Yeah, Iverson threw it off the back of the backboard. He grabbed it and cupped it, went around the other side and dunked it.
In my mind, he absolutely won that dunk contest. Anyway, but I was looking up dunk contest winners, and god damn it, Mac McClung has won the past 3 dunk contests.
Dude.
Yep.
He's the white messiah for dunk.
But he doesn't even play basketball. He's just here for the dunk contests.
Yeah.
I see he's on the Magic now. I didn't even know that. I remember when he first got drafted by the Sixers for the dunk contest and won that first dunk contest. And then I realized I didn't even know he won another one the next year with the Sixers. And then now he's not even on the Sixers anymore. I didn't even realize he was on the Sixers at all, other than for dunk contests. And then now he's on the Magic for dunk contests.
He's honestly
and he jumped over Ikea
MVP for like the last 4 years. Like he's won like championships. Like he is the G League. Like he's the G League LeBron.
Okay, so he just keeps playing in the G League, and then he keeps doing a dunk contest.
Yeah, and they're like he has to be a part of the NBA to participate in the NBA dunk contest. So
yeah,
they signed him to like a couple-day contract, like a 10-day contract.
That's so funny. I mean, it's just like this is the YouTube, the Twitch, the TikTok age, right? That's what it is.
Probably.
You can call it that.
It's pretty funny, I know he's awesome, but I guess it sucks that he can't get on the court with professionals. Like it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what the dunk contest is. It's a fucking show. It's not even real,
Yeah, it's a show. It's Gladiator, dude.
It was really good before it was like what it is.
He saved the dunk contest.
He did, yeah, I remember.
Garbage.
Yeah.
For years.
Yep.
It's the same shit. It's over off the backboard under the legs. Takes me 17 tries.
Yeah. I guess that's what they need. They need a fucking YouTuber. They need a YouTuber influencer to come in and save it. And he did. You're right. You're absolutely right. Although I haven't watched it since the first one that he saved it.
I haven't watched since either.
That's why I was surprised to see he won the past 3. Like, all right, he saved it and he also killed it at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, you saved the dunk contest, and now we're not watching it again anymore. Anyway, fuck it. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that.
Well,
That's all I'd say about
we
that.
can bring that up because I can't wait to not watch it next year.
You know who I miss? Who's the white boy we had during the process? Our favorite white boy. What was his name?
TJ McConnell.
Yeah, McConnell, man. I missed that guy, dude. I loved it. I love the way he balled.
Pacers, man.
He's with
I'm
what?
rooting for the Pacers, dude. I'm
Pacers?
rooting for the Pacers. I love the Pacers. I hope they fucking win it all. They've never won.
Is he still
All those
like
Reggie
us?
Miller-
Is he still the
All
same?
those Reggie Miller years, dude. That dude was a fucking sniper.
I was
He
a big Reggie Miller fan when I was a kid. I really absolutely liked
loved
him.
Reggie, dude.
Yeah.
He was so good.
I always
was
loved
so
the 3-point shot. I was always a fan of the 3-point shooter before what's his name on the Warriors, because I didn't watch basketball that much in that new era. But I was always a fan of the 3-point shot, the Swan shot, the Reggie Miller Swan shot. I loved it.
Reggie Miller, dude, did not. You'll probably remember Blanco. Like, was it like 96 or 95? Like that New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers series where they went back and forth, fucking almost killed each other.
Yeah.
And then that's when Reggie Miller scored 9 points in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
dude was a maniac. How he could just knock down threes
stole the ball, hit
like
a
that.
three-pointer, stole the ball again, got fouled, 2 shots, stole it again, came down, 3-point shot. And this is when I loved Reggie Miller. He threw those 9 points in like 15 seconds and then walked over to Spike Lee on the sidelines and went, kind of like that shit, bitch.
So there's 2 points there's 2 shootings to your point. There's people that, like Steph Curry, just obviously he changed the game.
Yeah.
He can just throw it up. But your guys, Larry Bird, fucking Miller,
Reggie Miller.
they can shoot. They can just they had such a nice shot, man. And
Reggie Miller's release was, I don't know, especially the clutch, because he gets the ball, especially in the inbound ball. He gets that inbound ball, and that ball is like immediately out of his hands.
Yeah, it was
I love Miller's shot.
It's just different.
It was so different, but it was so fucking.
His hands were like this. His hands would be like this. Like they would like.
He would shoot. It would almost look like he shot two-handed, but because he like almost sided. He almost looked like he shot it two-handed like this, but he would just flick it. He was he was a fucking sniper.
Yeah.
I loved his game, dude. And he wasn't just, you know what? That's what, like, everybody knows Steph for just bombing threes. Like, Reggie Miller was snipering threes, but he was swatting at you on defense. He was going in for fucking rebounds. He was doing it all.
Yeah, that's where the game got.
Reggie Miller is one of my all-time absolute favorite NBA players. And
I was a big fan of Reggie Miller too.
And he never won a title. And he's a fucking class act because he never took the money and went somewhere else to just win a ring. He stayed with the Pacers his entire career. He's like, nope, this is the team that took a chance on me. He's like, I want to stay here and bring a championship home. He never did, but he stayed there. Like, that's a class act, dude. That's what I love. Yeah,
that's why basketball got destroyed. It was because those class acts, those blue collar attitudes have kind of left out. Like, and then you get the Steph Curry type player who's knocking down threes like no one's ever seen before, but he's not doing anything else.
He can throw them up and it just goes in.
Yeah, but he's not playing defense because he doesn't have to. And that's when it's like, all right, the game is totally different now.
Championships and everything else, it's cool, man.
It's a totally different game. I'm not up on it anymore. I would love to get more into it, but it doesn't vibe with me.
Yeah,
I'm still into it.
I know you are.
I'll never not be into it.
Yeah, I fell off of basketball long ago when we lost to the Lakers. Like, it never was the same for me after that. I don't know why. I guess it was also not just that, but it was also like the phase of my life. I had just graduated high school. I was in college. I was turning into a new person, and I remember those days, man. Those Iverson days. I was
Dude,
I
they
was
were
I
the
was
best,
I
man.
was huge into basketball in the Barkley days. Like Barkley up to Iverson after the Iverson era, it kind of just fizzled out of it.
Yeah, we got to get. um, I know we're very happy right now with our
And we went
Eagles.
into basketball
We're
talk. That's
We're
cool.
gonna we're
we're
gonna
very
end it
happy
on
with
some
our.
basketball talk. I'm leaving.
All I'm saying is, I'm just gonna make this one point, and then I have to go pee. But all I'm saying is that we love obviously our Eagles. They're on top of the world right now, and the Phillies are a good team.
Hell yeah.
But man, don't you guys some good old fashioned fucking playoff hockey in Philadelphia
Oh
around this
yeah.
time of year?
I feel like we're
You
gonna
know,
get that soon. Hopefully soon.
and some,
A year or
Yeah.
two,
and
maybe.
even though it's the first year that in not a long time, but man, I'm like, I was just so used to having those Sixers in the playoffs, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Woo.
Something needs to happen, man.
But
This team needs to make some good decisions.
I'm watching these dude. This stuff pops up on my feed all the time on Twitter. It's just like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever years ago, Flyers. It was just like overtime goal against the Islanders, Dan and Briere. Like the
Oh man,
place just
Dude,
exploded.
that
it
was
was
that long ago.
He was
Oh,
Oh
rocking
yeah,
it, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
yeah. Just
Nothing
like,
but
and it was just like there'll be a game 7 after being down 3-0. Like
the Boston
that whole
series.
oh
Oh my goodness, when
that
they
whole
were
run,
down 3-1
that
and
whole
just
that whole run in 2010, dude. Oh my god, like
yeah.
playoff hockey in Philadelphia is the
yeah.
fucking shit, dude.
We need that.
Move on.
That needs to sneak its way back up very
It
soon.
does.
Very
Definitely
soon.
Yeah,
does.
like I guess, like I don't really see the Sixers. I mean, I hope, yeah, I mean, they want to run it back for them beating Paul George and Maxey and McCain and whoever you get in this draft or whatever trades you make. But you know, that
They have
hard
a
hitting
chance, man.
Philadelphia.
They can do it. They can, but they can't. We'll see.
I'm getting myself a nice black Flyers jersey before the next season. I don't know. Maybe Mitch
Wayne
Cobb. I don't
Simmons,
know. I'll think about it and see who I want to get.
Yo,
you missed it.
Mitch
What'd you say,
Cobb.
Brent?
Hold on, I gotta go pay. I'll be right back.
We can hear you.
Wait, you said, I'm thinking about getting myself a nice black Flyers jersey for next year. I was like, Wayne Simmons?
Oh yeah, I loved Wayne Simmons, bro. I didn't hear you say that. I didn't hear you say
Sorry.
that. That's great. That's a good one, dude. Wayne, I love Wayne Train, bro. I still love Wayne Train. I miss him. I miss Wayne Train.
Me too.
Good one. Unmute yourself while you pee so we can hear it.
Okay.
Trickle, 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 trickle.
You drinking that green beer is funny.
We want to hear a full stream, Bren. We want to hear a full stream.
No, my children are sleeping.
I see his face like right here.
I'm drinking the last of my green beer.
What are you gonna do?
Drinking it all tonight. Cheers.
Boop, 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 boop. Yep.
I'm glad we went live tonight. It was good. We talked about the all of our old school stuff.
Yeah, I'm just
Dude, what a fucking great point to close it with too. Like, goddamn, we need some Flyers hockey. We absolutely need it. Oh my god, that would be like look like Eagles dominant, right? Keep the Eagles stay dominant, and then the Flyers come in with some playoff hockey, and then maybe they get far, and maybe they start a new era of being good for a while. That would be.
There's gonna be some camps coming up too. So
I would absolutely not give a fuck about
Boston.
I wouldn't give a fuck about the Phillies or the Sixers if the Flyers were in the playoffs this next upcoming season and start showing some dominance. I would be like, yeah, I'll be all in on the Flyers. I'd be Eagles then Flyers. I'm not saying I wouldn't give a shit about the Phillies or Sixers. I still would obviously love our sports teams and I want the best for all of them. But if all of them were good right now, if all of them were doing their thing, I'd be like, number 1 Eagles, number 2 Flyers, number 3 Phillies, number 4 Sixers. All right, number 4 Union, number 5 Sixers. I'm just kidding. I really don't get into the union that much, but sometimes if it's cool, I guess.
Blanco,
Well,
Blanco. I'm sorry, this is very random, but as a fellow father, um, isn't it absolutely astonishing, like the amount of poop and the amount of stench that comes from such a tiny human being?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's unbelievable. Like both took a shit in the bathroom where I just peed probably like 2 hours ago. I went in there. I'm like, it still fucking smells.
Yeah, they don't flush.
Like what the? No, he
Yeah.
flushed, but
No,
it was.
dude, look, my oldest, she is still a tiny little human being. She's tinier than most kids in her age group. She's very tiny. And I've seen her turds and they rival mine.
That's what
They
I'm
rival
saying,
mine.
dude. Dude,
Like,
Bo took a dump yesterday, and he got up and he looked. He's like, "Dad, look, 4 snakes." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, they keep eating and shitting.
Damn, dog.
Sounds like a caterpillar.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
them
sorry,
kids be shitting.
sorry. That just like kind of reminded me. I'm like, I gotta ask Blanco. He would fucking relate to this shit.
Oh yeah, it's a real thing. Wow. There's a lot. There's a
Yeah,
lot going in. There's a lot
it's
coming out. You know, they eat.
it's a wow. And I got the best of both worlds. I got the boy and the girl. So I got like the toddler stage, and then I still got the 1-year-old stage right now. So I'm fighting 2 battles.
Yeah.
But at least one battle's a little assisted because he knows how to
Oh,
go
so
by
you. Oh
himself.
yeah, your oldest is still young, dude. You haven't seen the real turd yet. Once you get a little bit out of the toddler phase, you know, you get 4, 5.
He's gonna
They continue.
no, he's gonna be 4 in July.
Okay, so
He's
yeah,
gonna
you
he'll be
got a
4 in
little.
a
You're
few months.
almost there. You're not amazed yet, and I'll just say that you will be even more amazed
Really,
into the
I've
fours
been pretty
and the
amazed.
fives. In the fives, yeah, dude, Riley, she's almost 6 now, and yeah, she has laid down some turds that are like, are you sure I didn't poop that thing? That's a fucking turd.
You lay the
How are
wood
you
down.
clogging a toilet before you even wipe? Like, you know.
Yeah, that's
And
that's
I'm
some
proud of that.
graduated
I'm
porn
proud
right
because you
there.
know what? That's some shit I did when I was young, and I also probably did a couple weeks ago. You know?
People do that.
Yeah, dude. The yeah after yes when they're that young. Yeah, my so Yulumi is my youngest. She's 2. She'll be 3 soon. She's fully potty trained, but she still only poops in diapers. She doesn't want to poop on a toilet yet. She's not there yet, but she will.
It happens.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
will soon, but she still's like, give me diaper and I'll poop in it. And goddamn,
I mean, both
still having to wipe and then still having to like carry that poop. Oh, it's so heavy sometimes. God damn it.
Bo's fully potty trained. Like he's
Yeah.
fine, but we'll sometimes put a diaper on him just like overnight, just in case.
Okay.
And then he usually doesn't. He's like, "Oh, I don't need this
We're
shit."
recording this
But
for posterity. When they're 18, we're gonna show them this live stream of us talking about their
I know
poops.
we
All
went
our
we
kids.
went from Daryl Morey being Jack Fritz and Elliot Shore Park's love child to the Eagles to Super
Hey,
Bowl
look, it took us a while to get sidetracked.
to
That's
Vanilla
not like
Gorilla.
us. Normally we get sidetracked a lot earlier than this.
Yeah, I'm very proud of us.
Cheers, my brother. Next time I come over your house, I'm drinking a Miller Lite.
Got plenty.
That's a nice little glass, Dan.
I got a glass that I stole from the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Don't say that on live stream. You get indicted. NFL gonna come after your ass.
Put you in jail, bro.
I stole bees.
No, that's a great thing to steal. I would absolutely do the same thing. That's fucking amazing. Cherish that
Yeah.
thing. Do not fucking break it.
No, it's in the garage.
Yeah.
It's only broken up. The only thing I'm upset about is that uh I do have the whiskey bottle, the Eagles whiskey, the bourbon,
Yeah.
and I have the Kelly Green the champagne bottle one.
Uh-huh.
And when I bought them both, I was like, the next time I'm going to open this is when the next time the Eagles win the Super Bowl. But
You were a little
I
busy
wasn't
during the
here,
Super Bowl.
so they were here, and they were here, so
Yeah.
they have to win it, so I can do it.
Hey, that's fine. That's not a bad problem to have, I think. As long as we win the next one. And maybe you don't go to it. Well, you might if the Eagles go to the Super Bowl again this year, what's the chances of you and your in-law, your brother-in-law and all that buying tickets again?
Slim to none, and Slim just left.
So you're
How
saying
about
there's
you,
a
Dennis?
chance.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, that's. I don't even know how I'm gonna go to an Eagles game this year. I sound like it's such a dick gloating about going to the Super Bowl. I'm really sorry, but no, it's not gonna happen. I really hope that we get to another Super Bowl and I get to sit down and experience it with Bo.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing that was like kind of like sucked. I'm like, damn, like I
Yeah,
didn't
I
sit
hear
there
that,
with
yeah.
my son and watch them win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I hear that. Yeah. I didn't even think about that, but that makes sense.
You know, as a parent, dude, you're just like,
Yeah. I
you know,
had a
when
lot
they've
of
won
my Riley stayed up for the whole Super Bowl. We had a lot of fun. I don't know if I did I show you
yeah,
guys the video.
so
We ran outside and me and Riley ran outside in Second Street. Just me and Riley. She was with me. I held her the
nice.
whole time. People were driving down Second Street, sitting on. People were driving like people had sunroofs sitting on top of the car, or if people who didn't have sunroofs was just sitting outside of the windshield, the window, the passenger side
Dan, did
windows.
you fall asleep? Dan, did you fall asleep?
No, I was looking at my phone.
But yeah, I had fun. Riley and I had fun.
Also,
We
Dan
ran.
was
People
just like,
people were
he
shooting off
just like
fireworks
went
on Second
into
Street,
like,
and we were watching it. It was great. I'll show you guys. I think I sent you guys the video, but I sent it
what?
again. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
But dude,
Dude,
we're
Dan, is that a victory hat?
yeah, he is wearing a victory hat. I said that when we first got on chat. I was like, "Is that a victory hat?" That's the first thing I said. It's a
Dude,
nice
that
hat.
is sorry, that is sweet, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, right?
I like
What
it.
size that hat? This is my size. Oh man.
I like that
But
that
hell
hoodie.
yeah.
I like that hoodie, Brent.
Thank you.
Love
I
that.
actually funny story is that I bought this hoodie for Jess's brother for Christmas 2 years ago. As soon as I ordered it, I looked at it, I'm like,
Nah.
nah, that's pretty fucking sweet. I'm gonna keep that for myself.
Sorry,
Like
Jess's
he ain't
brother.
getting this shit. And I ordered a different one for him.
Well, he's not watching the
Sorry,
live
Kyle.
stream, so he ain't gonna know.
That's all right. Sorry, Kyle. I might have told him anyway, but whatever.
Yeah, it's nice.
All
Hoodie.
good.
I'm rocking. I'm rocking my beef jerky, original beef jerky.
It's nice.
Before he changed the logo, he's got a pretty sweet logo now. Saw Lane Johnson rocking the new beef jerky logo, but hey, I'll stick with the old school one.
That's gonna be another. Honestly, that's
You're
gonna be
right.
another position we really have to prioritize next year. I
More
think.
beer and bathroom. Be right back.
I was like, "What is Dan? Is Dan replying to Bren right now with that?" That too,
Daniel.
but yeah. Well, they did get
Daniel
a center. They
Biggles.
got a center this year. That could totally be a project.
No, not a cent. No, they need no. They have to draft. They have to draft Lane Johnson's replacement.
Oh, because I said Lane. Yeah. I thought we were talking. I thought we were talking about beef jerky. But yeah. I got you now. Yeah. What's he? This year and next year is the contract, and he's probably retiring, right?
I mean, he said he still wants to play, but it's gonna be his what 12th, 13th, 12th year, 12th,
Oh yeah,
13th year in the league.
he's up there. Oh yeah.
He's getting up there, man. Like,
Yeah.
and
We're looking at
he
him
doesn't
like
show any signs of
1
slowing
year
down.
left. 2.
No,
Max?
he's got. I'm gonna say he's got 3 max.
He's a fucking legend.
He's got 3 max left. If he goes past that, then you're entering unless you're just still doing your thing, dude. Honestly, why kill a good thing? Honestly, I mean, if he's still out there and he's still performing at a high level, and he's not like Jason Peters and he's coming off the field every other play,
Mm-hmm.
they're like that's what happened to JP, man. Like he was a legend left tackle,
Yeah.
absolute legend, and then got hurt, and then all of a sudden it was just like tick tick tick
Yeah.
tick 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 with
It's
his
either his
on
back
off
or
on off
something
on off.
else. Yeah.
It was his back, it was his ankle, it was his knee, it was his shoulder, you know,
Yeah.
it was his neck. It was always something, and he was always in and out of the game.
It's crazy how he always came back though. That dude was
Always came
definitely a
back.
freak. But yeah, you're right. It was like every game he was
He
out.
just retired like last week.
That's ridiculous, dude. Fuck that guy. He's a fucking maniac. He really is. I
Yeah.
love him. I love that dude. He's a
So
fucking maniac.
unless I don't see, at least I don't hope that Lane Johnson gets to that status like that, like Jason Peters had, where he was just like,
Yeah, no, he's
literally
yeah.
injury prone.
I don't want to see that either.
Your body starts breaking down.
Yeah.
So I don't see, but I mean, if it does happen, then you got to have somebody there. And
Yeah.
I mean, we've been very fortunate as Eagles fans with our offensive line for the last, 20 some years.
I would love to
And then you
see.
go from-
I would love to see a Jason Kelsey, Cam Jurgens type scenario with Lane Johnson. Bring somebody in. Maybe he plays. Maybe he plays guard for a little bit, right next to him. Learns from him for a year or two, and then
Yeah.
takes the reins at right tackle when Lane decides to hang him up.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I really hope that they do, at least. Like you said, again, how Kelsey did that. I mean, why not? It worked before. Why not do it again?
Yeah. If you can trust
Yeah.
anybody to do that, why wouldn't you trust Lane, right?
Exactly. What better person to have your replacement than the person you're replacing? Or is being replaced, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's gonna be for next year. I mean, I know it's in the future or whatever, but it's gonna be I would do tight end because Goddard's gonna leave, and then go, succession in the second round with, Lane Johnson, or vice versa. Maybe a new right tackle in the first round. I don't know, but Father Time's undefeated, and it's eventually gonna come for even him too. Unfortunately,
Wasn't Lane originally a left tackle when he was drafted?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
For some reason,
No.
I had that in my mind. Like he went to the right and just stayed there.
I mean, Jason Peters was the fucking tight end with
Yeah.
the Bills. And then he came to the Eagles and he became a left tackle. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. And he just retired last week.
Yeah. Machines.
So wild.
I wish we had like ability to just like add. We need to change our show. We need to add like highlight reels when we're talking, like on the fly. And like I would love to show just like the Jason Peters bodyguard highlight when he fucking stood up for Hurts. I mean not Hurts, for Foles.
Oh, yeah.
All those
That
years.
was-
What was it against the Redskins, right?
Yep. It's against the Redskins. And that was another fucking Irish weekend, Sunday football.
I feel like a lot of Irish weekend games was against Washington.
Dude, we had Washington, we had the Giants.
Oh, I remember that Giants game. That's the Jake the Snake game with the 63-yarder or whatever it was, or 61-yarder, right?
That
Oof.
was the greatest
Oh,
Eagles game that Keenan's ever.
dude, I got all the pictures in my memory bank of my Google Photos. It's like all those pictures were all just red because of the red tent. Like
Yeah.
the red
The
hue
red
and all
tent,
that. I'm like,
yeah.
I know exactly where this is at because
Yeah,
every
exactly
time we're at the
that.
same place with that red fucking tent. Everybody's just
Yep.
red, and we're all fucking drunk as hell watching them Eagles games. I gotta make it down there. I haven't been down there in a while. I haven't been to an Eagles game in a while. You were talking about that earlier, Ben. You don't know how you're gonna actually attend an Eagles game this year. It's been like 2 years since I've actually attended an Eagles game. I've been to a couple tailgates, but I
Well,
haven't actually attended a game. So I'm looking to do that
well,
again soon.
you can come with us this year, buddy,
I'm going to.
because I got 3 tickets now.
Just 3?
I only had 2 before.
Oh, really? I thought you had 4.
No, I had like 4 to 5 games.
I got you.
I only had 2 tickets for me and Jess.
Got you.
Now I have 3.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know which ones you get. Obviously, I know you will. You'll let me know. Let us know once you get that schedule out. So yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm definitely going.
Sounds good. Bro.
Dan's going too. Dan's my plus
Dan's my
one.
ride or die. Dan and I need to go. Dan and I need to go do scumbag shit when we're down there, just pissing on people's cars and just we're just walking through people's tailgates like we fucking own the place.
Love it.
Just finding random shit
Can't
to
hear
do.
you, Dan. Can't hear you.
Nope, can't hear
Can you
you.
hear me now?
There you
Yes, there you are.
are. There you are.
I was screaming. I was like, Blanco, remember our conference championship tailgate? That was awesome.
Which one?
This one year, right?
Both of them.
The one recently,
Yeah,
that was good. And then
that was a lot of
Brendan,
fun.
our fucking craziness, yes.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
tailgating.
we were there. I
I
was
was
there.
speaking for so long, but I was on mute.
I didn't go this. I wasn't there. I wasn't there this past year, but I was there 2 years ago when we were like in the Citizens Bank Park lot. That was fun.
Niners. Yeah,
We had a
That
good,
was
yeah.
that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I still never made the video for the last one. I need to put a video together for that. I got all the video footage with the thing up, the handheld thing, and walking. Remember, Dan, you and I were walking around a lot and shit. I got a lot
What's
of footage.
crazy was
And
I
yeah,
actually
the
did
time
some
lapse one.
stuff.
That was
Like
awesome.
I think I did some stuff that like I never done. Like I went to so many points, like Broad Street.
Yeah, we
Like
walked around.
it was like this year was like
Yeah.
the year.
Yeah, being at Broad
And I
Street when
did
we won that when we won beat the commies was pretty cool.
commies.
Hanging out at
Yeah,
Matt's house and then just walking over to fucking that was pretty cool.
it was
Nice.
fun.
I was scared for my life, but it was cool.
But the tailgate earlier was fucking awesome, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely got to put the video together. I got a lot of good footage, similar footage that I got that other tailgate on the Niners tailgate. I got similar footage to that. I gotta put it together.
But whatever
This year
footage
was
you have
like
together from this
I've been to everything that I haven't been to. Broad Street and
Yeah,
like all the other points. It was cool.
we hit some
It was
other
good.
tailgates too on that tailgate. We were walking across. We went to Julian had his peoples over on the other side of Wells Fargo that we walked all the way over to.
Yeah.
It was a fun time, man. People were trying to pay us to use the piss tent. People were paying Britt for her White Claws. What was she drinking? White Claws or people were paying like $20 a pop too. Like some lady kept
No
coming over to
way.
Britt just buying a fucking seltzer for $20 a pop, like 4 or 5 times. Britt profited that day.
Dan, holding out on you, Dan.
It was fun.
Fucked up.
Good
We're all
times.
Britt's friends. Britt's got awesome friends, man. Tiff and crew, it's always a good time with her friends.
Yeah, we always have a great time. We'll when the schedule comes out this week, we'll get a plan together.
Yeah, figure out what
Yeah,
game we're
let's
going to.
Yeah, once it releases, let's talk about it
Yeah,
next week.
I'm gonna start planning to buy
Yeah,
these
next
tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to go to a game this year.
Yeah.
At least one. I want to go inside a game. I've been tailgating the past few years without going in games, so
Yeah.
looking to get back into that.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
I can train in. I can train in from the suburbs on the next season. So
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm in the suburbs.
Yeah, it sucks. Wait, yeah, watch how much it sucks now getting to and from fucking events and sporting events, dude.
yeah.
It's a whole nother like.
Yeah, you gotta take 76 up there, bro. You're
Yeah.
done.
Dude, you
95,
used to meet me at my
76.
house on Second Street. All right, let's pick you up and let's just drive in there.
Nope, not anymore, bruh. Welcome to my world.
I'll
Where it's
meet
just
you.
like,
I'll meet you
let's go.
at the parking lot.
You gotta leave an hour and a half before
Yeah.
the time you're actually supposed to pick the person up to start going down there.
Yep.
Madness.
That's
All right,
true.
I think this is a good way to end the show. We'll continue, possibly, hopefully, next weekend. We'll talk about the schedule. We'll talk about the games we're probably going to go to. Hopefully
Yeah,
go to.
we'll look at the schedule, man. It's awesome.
That sounds good. We'll do maybe we'll do a really super early win-loss type of thing with everyone.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Sounds
we
Sound
should.
good? All right. Well, good show. Went a little long. You know, we're a little long-winded, but you know, we're having a good time on a Saturday night, and nobody's
yeah.
listening anyway. So fuck.
No
them.
one's listening.
But congratulations. Hey, congratulations to us, real quick.
Huh?
Congratulations to fucking us. We have a fucking video that reached 1 million views on Instagram. 1 million fucking views for one of our videos. And it's actually more than that too, because if you go on our Facebook page, there's a couple thousand on there too. So it's over 1 million views. QBFS, I gotta say, you know, from what we started.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? You know, a couple of years ago, just talking about sports doing COVID and doing stuff like we might not be the most popular or whatever the fuck people got to say, but I think we've come a long way from just like 50 followers to getting
Yeah.
a million fucking hits, over a fucking million hits on one of our videos. So,
Dude, we'll
kudos to us,
we'll
man.
fucking shit
And if
post.
anybody
We're
ever
funny.
listens to this shit and wants to give us a sponsorship or wants to, you know,
Hell yeah.
come on the show. We need to get some more guests on there. I'm gonna try to get E-Rock on here. I think
Good idea.
he'll come on here and talk to us.
Good
And I'll
idea.
try to get Cowboy Chris on here too.
side thing, right? We could just add anybody.
Yep.
I think let's do it.
We're flexible. We can do whatever we need to do. If we need
Let's
to
add some
change
people.
technology, we can change technology. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
sounds
We're like
good.
a gymnastic stripper. We're flexible. You can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, though. I mean, $1 bills. Yeah.
something strange for a piece of change.
Good. The ultimate
Straight for a
snake.
piece of change. I love it. That's a great way to end it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Go Birds.
Later, guys.
Peace.